You already know what's going on with B Millie. He is appearing obviously to be wearing ankle braces. We have some visuals from practice today. We all know that the Queen City Charlotte Hornets, led by Lamelo, they are out in Los Angeles, sunny California. We all know that listen, the Hornets have been horrendous this season. I mean, this ain't even funny, you know, but Brandon Miller, this is an electrifying rookie. I think that this kid, I don't think I know. He's got promise in this league. You got to give him time to develop. Don't rush nothing. I love what I've seen. He's shown flashes. And to me, I think he's going to be a dog. A bona fide scorer next to LaMelo. He's everything that I think Hornets fans could have asked for. And the Hornets really they dodged, something serious by not selecting Scoot Henderson. We'll get to that at another topic. But Brandon Miller this season, he hurt his ankle. We all know he's out with the right ankle along with LaMelo. But this is good to see him wearing these ankle braces. I don't know who brought it down, but he is a rookie. Lamelo spoke on the ankle braces. We're gonna get into that as well because we put something out on that. And bottom line is Brandon Miller. He ain't gonna have no options. You're a rookie. You came in the league with a little bit of controversy. So the last thing you need to do is be in here shaking up the joint, talking about what you ain't gonna do and da 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 da. I think if Kupchak and company come down with something, he gonna move with it. It's just point blank. Period. It just is what it is. Brandon Miller, he suffered that ankle situation against the Nuggets. Where they, like I said, they got beat down. They continue to get beat down. The Hornets have lost 8 straight. This ain't even funny. Like I told you. Um, Brandon Miller, he went to the locker room, during that game. This happened early, first quarter. It is what it is at the end of the day. And he sprained his ankle and he didn't return. And I mean, well, pardon me. He's like I said, he's just out. Brandon Miller, he tried. Like I said, Miller he's trying to fight, but I don't know if you want to put him out there on a bum ankle as well. You need to take time. And you seen him, he missed the Clipper game. What is going to happen? Like, to be honest with you, with them losing 8 straight, Mellow out, at what point do you start to think about what are we doing with our season? Because tomorrow, well, in a few hours, when you get in this video, they facing off against the Lakers, and then after that, they got the Suns. So you talking about, and then you got the Nuggets. I mean, the Kings. I don't see a win in sight. Lamelo is neat. He has to come back. I hope he can get back at some point during this West Coast road trip because these teams are still stiff competition. And then you got a back to back against the Bulls after this West Coast trip. You got tough teams coming to town. This thing could get like Detroit, especially with Melo out. Um, but this is showing me that they are valuing, you know, Brandon Miller because out of all of the players that they drafted outside of Melo, Mark Williams, I think Miller is showing all-star potential. I think that Mark Williams is a great big man. I don't know if I see all-star, in him, and let me know if y'all what y'all think as well. But Miller is a guy they need to protect at all costs. Brandon Miller, you cannot. This season alone, he's averaging 14 points per game. He was the second pick in the draft. He's shooting 43% from the field. 37% from three, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and he's got the length, pause, to he's 6'7" to be a defender, so you see him averaging a half a block, you see a half a steal, you know, he I think you got to get the right coach in there. Charlotte need a culture change. They need to seriously. I think they needed to get move on from obviously James Borrego, but Cupcheck has to go, but Clifford as well. I don't think Clifford is the guy to lead this bunch. I think that Clifford could be. I thought that Clifford was going to be the guy to get them to the playoffs. But that's seeming like a tall order because outside of Miller, how they haven't upgraded this roster, and I don't know if I could really ridicule, um, if I could get on Clifford about that because what pieces were brought here, that Clifford wanted, because they basically got the same team that Borrego had outside of the rookies that they drafted. They haven't signed any big names. You understand? So there is a lot of things that have to get rectified here in Charlotte because they are ways to go, but they are on the right path by protecting Brandon Miller and making sure that he's not going to be getting hurt. These ankles could get secured. And we on record of hearing what Lamelo has said about the ankle braces. He needs some ankle braces that are tailor made for him. He said the ones that was available. I don't know if it was the pair that Miller is wearing. I'm gonna get some more details on this, but um, I think that if it's gonna impede Lamelo, I think obviously you don't wear them. I think you tape, you do the best you can. But if there's a mold, if there's something that could be done, because I don't want to see I don't want LaMelo to be uncomfortable on the floor, but I don't want to see LaMelo miss a bunch of games due to ankle issues. That and the braces don't necessarily erase all of the ankle problems that could potentially occur, but they lessen it. And like I said before, d- Lamelo, the situation is very reminiscent of Steph, and I hope that he could put this ankle situation behind him and lead the Charlotte Hornets to the promised land because they're not going to get there without Melo. And Brandon Miller, to me, is going to be the sidekick in the future. Maybe not right now because he's a rookie. He's going to be dangerous. He embodies his game after Paul George. So you know what kind of player, he's looking to become. He's looking to be one of those guys. I got the utmost confidence in Miller. I think that his name get lost in the shuffle because you hearing Chet, you hearing Wemby, they even throwing Jaquez Jr. out there. But you put Brandon Miller on the Heat, and you're not gonna tell me he's not gonna outplay Jaquez Jr. So I like Jaquez. I was one of the first people to talk about him, but Brandon Miller, pound for pound, is better. And I'm gonna get into that later. It's Flight Sports. Make sure you hit the like button and you subscribe. We bringing news updates and more. Brandon Miller is sporting ankle braces. It's a fact. It's Flight Sports. You already know.